Gen Z is rotten. I've been talking about Gen Z a lot, and it gets me to the point where I become physically ill. These people, every day, every day, it's something new with these people. Every day, I understand, guys, and it's not just me. Everyone is getting pissed off with these people. Something is wrong, beyond wrong with Gen Z. And we're like playing games as adults, playing silly games when it comes to this generation of people who just won't stop being degenerates. So, a story just popped up. Friendswood teen facing blindness after a friend of his poured something into his eyes, right? Some friend he is. And of course, it's ironic that it's called Friendswood, and this is what your friends do to you. So, a Friendswood teen could potentially go blind after chemicals entered into his eyes. According to the Friendswood Police Department, the alleged incident was carried out by someone the victim called a friend. Brandon Jolie, 17, is now facing an injury to a disabled charge because the victim, 18-year-old Brody Morgan, has autism. Kids with autism don't always know how to make good friend choices. Amy Morgan, the victim's mother, said on the afternoon of May 20th, Brody was walking through his Friendswood neighborhood with two teens from school, which is normal. His mother said they frantically returned home with her screaming, "Son, all I heard was he has a substance thrown in his face, which I was told was salt." You see the BS right there? Amy Morgan said. She said she attempted to flush his eyes with water and then saline, but nothing seemed to be working. It wasn't until she put her son in the car that she got the full story. Brody claimed that one of the teens stole a package from a house down the street. Do you see the problem here? On their way home, stealing. This is ridiculous. He said Jolie decided to open it, and inside was a tube with powder. Court documents state Jolie spilled it on Brody's shirt, which caused Brody to push Jolie away. Police said that then prompted Jolie to throw the powder in Broly's face. We went into the emergency room. Guys, that's absolute BS. Oh, how did he accidentally spill it on his shirt and he threw the powder and the kid pushes him away? And so your response is to throw the powder. That doesn't make any sense. This was 100% deliberate. And if you did that, if you made a mistake like that, why would, when someone pushes you away, would you respond this way? This is a either neither way does the story sound good. This is ridiculous. And of course, guys, this was all while a crime was being committed. Doctors would later find out the chemical in Brody's eyes was a drain declogger. And ABC 13 spoke to Jolie's mom over the phone. While she wasn't there, she believes the whole incident was a horrible accident. She said the substance fell out of her son's hand after Brody went after him. Guys, y'all, this is so BS. Total BS. Total BS. Total, absolutely, absolutely total BS. I'm just saying, like, this is ridiculous. And this other the kid's mother who is in the situation now. She's his mom. She's going to try to protect her son, and I don't blame her. Amy Morgan said, adding that she has sympathy for Jolie and his family. I know all of this has to be hard on them, but they are not having to deal with a child that is possibly going to lose his vision or scarring burns on his face. Brody's injuries are very severe, and his recovery process is unpredictable. The kind of chemicals that we're the kind of chemicals that were can still continue. The kind of chemicals they were can still continue to break down, Amy Morgan said. Court documents show the other teen told police Jolie threw the substance intentionally. Those documents also show the packaging was clearly labeled drain declogger. Jolie's family sent a statement to ABC that read in part, our family is very distraught over the details of the case for both of our families. I'm very saddened by the entire event, and our heart goes out to Brody and his family. I believe the incident was not an act of malicious intent by my son to harm his friend, but an accident resulting from the choices made by all parties involved. This is absolute BS. Guys, do you see how reality works? Do you see how reality works? This is reality. This is reality. This is how people are. This is the reason why so many men just walk away. So many men just walk away. Speaking of walk away, like this is American missionary couple control alt deleted by while they were in Haiti. That's unfortunate. It's interesting something recently. So I haven't been feeling, I wasn't feeling so well, and someone left a comment that Gen Z, uh, they flew down to Haiti to curse me. Jesus, Gen Z is a bad group of people. So these are all Gen Zers. These are all Gen Zers involved in porch piracy. I don't know specifically. We at least know Jolie was involved, but these, they. It seems like they all may have been potentially involved. Like they all wanted a piece of what was in that package. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I said that I said Gen Alpha will be a large prison population, and of course, there's people who are on the cusp. So these people are right on the cusp of Gen Alpha. And you can basically see what Gen Alpha is going to look like now. Only worst. Only worst. But Gen Z is going to be like, if you think they're bad now, oh no. Oh no, no, no. I said this once and I'll say it again. These people are going to they're going to start stealing from us. They're doing territory takeovers already. They're gonna start going, invading places like Target, taking over, cleaning the whole damn thing out. The only thing they may leave behind are pairs of work boots because they don't need them. But one of them might get the bright idea, well, I'm not gonna use them, but I might be able to sell them on eBay to someone who actually will work. They're not a good generation of people. They're not a good generation of people. And we're seeing the reflection right now. Like this is like we're all just going to ignore the fact that these people are criminals. Like they are like walking by a porch. And guys, this is in a good neighborhood, presumably. It's a good neighborhood. Like this is the suburbs. Okay? Like this is the reality we are living in with Gen Z right now. They have no sense of morality. These people are still in high school. They're not. Some of them they haven't even graduated from high school yet, and they're already this desperate. This is how desperate they are for money, for possessions, for anything. Like they will steal. Gen Z has no gripes over theft if to get what they want. Like it's literally a desperate struggle for them. Gen Z is out here already screaming and hollering over Social Security because they want Social Security, and the boomers are collecting Social Security, and they're not going to get they're not going to get their cut of Social Security, and it's not fair. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! No, I mean the boomers have been around for so long that they just ended up reincarnating anyway. Like they should have been gone a minute ago, but they just stuck around and they won't leave. And someone upstairs just like, all right, no, we can't hold it up anymore. We can't hold the line. Like you guys are holding up the line. All right. They just ended up reincarnating. All right. They ended up reincarnating while they were still here. Because the Zoomers are literally the boomers back in the flesh here to do it all over again. Even while we're still dealing with their even while we're still dealing with them from another life. It's crazy. It's crazy. We're dealing with the reincarnations while the originals still haven't left yet. It's hell on earth. These people, this Gen Z is rotten. It is a rotten generation of people. They are a bunch of extremely bad apples, and it's just never ending. These people every day it's something new with Gen Z. And I'm not saying that when I was growing up, millennials didn't have problems, but Jesus, what the hell is going on with these people? It's like, oh, you're an old man complaining now. You guys are degenerates. You're evil people. You're bad people. You're bad apples and you don't care. Like no one does these types of things. It's if it was like a one incident, cool. It's every day. Every day Gen Z is doing this. Every day they're doing terrible things. Every day they're involved in takeovers. Every day they're involved in criminal activity. Every day they're being thrown out of the workforce. Every day there's some like guys, the old and it's the oldest of the generation that's like doing the absolute worst right now. Like the young ones are horrible. But even at the older end, like the 27-year-olds, they are being excluded from the workforce. Like they've been saying it, like companies, they just look at the years that these people were born now. They look at a resume, they're like, oh, they were born in 1998. Yeah, you're not getting a job. Yeah, you're definitely not going to be working here. Like that's just how it's going right now. Yeah, like just think about this. In 3 years, Gen Z will be 30 years old as a generation. 30 years old? These are not young people anymore. Like, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's like the idea that, well, once things start to go down, you just put them in prison. It's not as easy because they're going to be living there off our dime. There are people like, oh, the money that's used to keep them incarcerated, it comes from private companies and all and state funds. It's public money. It's absolute BS. We're spending at the end of the day, we're still the ones spending the money. It's still coming from state funds to pay these private institutions to hold them. Let me make it very, very clear. Okay, they are living off our dime, so we're going to spend, and it's costing like $100,000 a year to incarcerate one person in California right now. Like this is crazy stuff. Like $100K a year to keep just one person incarcerated. So when you really do the math, you really think about Gen Z, we're going to spend tons of money to incarcerate these good for nothings so that they can spend their time in prison, eating, sleeping, drinking, so getting drunk, farting, watching TV, playing games, getting tatted up, getting laid, and then doing it all again the very next day. We send them to prison. They're just going to have a good time. They're just going to have a good time. They're bad. They're bad, man. Boy, oh boy. Tell you what, it rains, it pours. It rains, it pours. Boomers stuck around so long that they just reincarnated anyway. So we're stuck with the originals and the reincarnates. Boomers and the Zoomers. We're trapped between the two worst generations. Guys, if you're enjoying the content on this channel and you want even more of this content, don't forget that I have the Men Walking Away channel where I release daily videos. There's a link to the Men Walking Away channel in the description of the video. Go check it out, subscribe to the channel, support my work. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Gen Z is rotten. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men Walking Away, and cheers.